Hello everyone, I am the HalfWit Brit and this is Manor Lords. So today we've got a few things to get on with. First and foremost, in the Iron Vale, we're waiting for this burgage plot to upgrade to level 3, which will finally give us the development point that we need for deep mining. We also need to get a few more ox over here. We've only got 2. And from a transportation and logistics sort of point of view, I guess it's not quite good enough really, so we'll have to work on that as well. Over in the Black Forest, we're also at that point of harvesting, and it's obviously barley. I think that's the main thing that we did. I think there's a little bit of flax over in the fields there in the distance that we'll also make use of, because we need to make some more gambesons. So hopefully by the end of this episode we'll have lots of ale, lots of gambesons, and then we can start looking at some other fields that we need to place to grow more barley for next year. We'll see what the fertilization is like on these fields here before we progress, because we could potentially get another season out of them, but we'll have a look at that before we start putting some extra fields in. And last but not least, in my Museo, we've got something different to do today, which doesn't happen very often. I was just thinking to myself, there is a couple of things we kind of need to do, but there's one pressing thing that we need to do. We are about to be raided by some ruffians, so we'll take care of them. We also need to put over here a forester, because there's no one planting the trees, at least not that I could see, for the woodcutter here, so we need to do that as well. But I think first, the game is paused, as you've probably noticed. We're going to get our troops together and we're going to take care of those bandits. I think they're on the borders over here. Okay, now I've got the UI up, we can definitely see there they are. There is 4 squads of them, and then this hill that I just mentioned, I think is a good place. So hopefully, I'm only going to get the troops from this area, because I say troops, militia. By the time they've come from the other regions, it will just take too long. So I'm going to get the retinue up and running first, because they always seem like the slowest. I don't know why. They'll always be the last of the fight for some reason. There's probably a reason behind it, but I'm not entirely sure. Just looking at my spear militia here, it looks like quite a few of them have actually got a full set of armor, which is quite good. We need about another, what's that, 10 mail? That's not too bad, but obviously we're going to need them as well. So we'll bring them over. What have we got here? Archers. Definitely. I know I can do these, like selecting one after the other, but I'm just having a look at what armor they've got and where we're at. Okay, this polar militia is definitely short. And who else? Black Forest, Iron Vale, Black Forest. So is that all we've got from our Museo? Ooh, I thought we had more than that. Well, hopefully that's enough. We'll let those guys... Let's turn the running off, because I don't want them tired. I think from there to there is about the same sort of distance as they've got to travel as well. So hopefully we'll sort of meet them at the same time. Although we've got archers, and I don't think they have. So we may be able to pick them off and draw their attention pretty quickly. Just while they're sort of heading over there, I am going to put in the forester's hut. So that is the woodcutter, isn't it? Yep. So we'll drop them here. And there's something else. I keep moaning about this, and Noble Rambler's corrected me on this. So when I moan about this not showing food, he said that if you're in a certain menu, it only shows you what you need. So if I open the building menu here, you can see it's bringing up things that I would potentially need for that. And if I leave it, it goes back. So there we go. So it's not been broken. It's just me not understanding how it works. So at least we've got to the bottom of that, and I shall no longer complain about it. I don't know if it does it on other buildings, maybe. But it's just, what's it? Unassigned families. Oh, we don't have enough spare people. Yep, I'm aware of you. Let's take someone out of there for that. We could always put some more burgage plots in if needs be. Now they've gone to ground here. We can't see them. They're in the forest. I'm sure if I zoom in and have a look around, I'd find them. And there is the Iron Vale point that I've been waiting for. Oh, there they are. Right. They're actually going to get to that high ground before we are. That is a bit of a problem. Oh, I don't want them to have the high ground. That's the issue. Let's see if we can get there. I could get them to run, but I don't really want to do that. Let's get the archers sort of over here. They can double up. What else have we got here? Polar militia. We'll give them a line. They are going to start walking in formation if I do this. This is the only problem. And we'll just ask them to come up. Hopefully we get there, but they are travelling fairly quickly. But we'll see how it goes. So there's 3 of them. They do split up sometimes. That's what I'm sort of trying to be mindful of. Where are my archers? There. So what's their range currently? That is pretty good. So maybe if I just tell them to go here, they'll start firing pretty quickly. And we'll also tell them to, where's the fire at will? I like watching how people back off like that. It is quite funny. Where is that other squad? Oh, they're all there. All 4. Okay. Well, I don't like the idea of them having the high ground. That is a bit of a problem. But the poor retinue, let's have them on balanced maybe. Stand your ground. Defense is doubled. There we are. Oh, this is not going to be very pleasant for them. It depends if this what this squad here does. Right. So the retinue are going to take on them. We outnumber them and we're probably in a better position armor-wise. Let's send them over here. And the archers, well, we're in range now, so hopefully we can make use of those. And we'll bring... Whoop, try that again. Right, the archers are currently shooting. That is good. Wait, 1, 2... Is that all 4 squads? It appears it is. Right, so that means you guys, can we bring you up along the back here? I could move my archers closer. I think the closer they are, the better their accuracy is, right? So it means they stop shooting momentarily, but my retinue are going to get a severe kicking here. Oh, there goes one of their little band of men. Nice. We are losing some retinue, as you can see. I think we had 24 to start with. But single-handedly almost, they are taking care of them, right. In fact, you guys go here. They've gone? Is that it? Did the retinue literally just take care of everyone? I didn't need anybody else. And how many we lose? 4? That is not bad at all. Well, that was a little bit anticlimactic, really. But there we are. Disband. Make sure we have someone in the church. I believe we do. Yep. Do we have a corpse pit over here? I don't know if we do. Don't think we ever built one. Right, okay. There's something else to add to the things that we need. I have no clue which one this is in because I don't build them very often. There we are. Corpse pit. I'll probably put it over this side. It kind of makes sense, I suppose. Where's the best place? We don't have any roads here. Yeah, we'll put it there. Perfect. We are short of some people. That is an issue. Now, families, obviously, as you upgrade the burgage plots, get extra members, but not an additional family. So there'll be more people, if I'm right in thinking. Or not? No, maybe not. Ah. I thought you got an extra personage off as the building leveled up. Maybe I'm wrong. I've seen it say people moved in, so that's, I guess, where I'm getting that from. But maybe I'm misinformed. Okay, so burgage plots. We need a couple more. Where is the best place to put them? I could put some here. I did say I would put some more orchards there, so maybe I'll leave that land free. We still have this here, so maybe I'll do it here. Let's just do that. We'll fill in that little gap there. Do we make them a little bit smaller like that? Perfect. Okay, that's that done. What else was we doing? Oh, yes. The Iron Vale. We have that point to spend, don't we? So let's... been complaining about this for so long. Definitely got to do it. So we wanted deep mining. There we go. Finally. How does this work? It's just an upgrade. Is that it? Enables the building to extract resources indefinitely if placed over a rich deposit. Now, someone mentioned once you've kind of got rid of this, the initial amount, you don't get as much, but you still get some. So he didn't actually warn me of that, but it'd be interesting to kind of see how that works. We'd also needed to do that over here as well. And we've clearly got the money, so not a problem. What was the other thing? We need to do ox. So we need, I'll click on every menu to find what I want today. It's under residential, isn't it not? Brain has gone. Absolutely gone. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. That's my excuse. Hitching post. There we are. So we've got one there which can be upgraded. One there. One there. Where else would we need one? Well, they don't use them over here specifically, so I may just sort of get one, because this is where all the logs and timber are going to be, so we might just put an extra one in here, and we could upgrade this. Yeah, so that'll just give us that little, I mean, we've got quite a bit of space anyway. Interesting, I thought we'd have horses in here. Did I not buy horses? I'm sure I did. Yes, okay, so we have 2 horses, so I'd rather the horses be here, but we currently can't move them, can we? So I'll order an ox in there, and I'm guessing if I use one of these, yeah, we can't do another, not without an animal trader, but that's fine. That's that job done. You're upgraded. The next goal for over here, well, there isn't specifically one. We do need more people, so that is definitely something we will need to look into. Where are we at with food? Okay, we're in a good place for food. Hunting camps there. We got 2 families in the forager's hut, and it's August, so they can come out. There's no need for them in there this time of year. That's fine. I was thinking about the thing with leather. Obviously, we put some goats in, didn't we, to generate some more hides. But the question is, let me close this menu so I can see what I'm looking at. We have 0 hides, 182 leather, and 119 yarn. Okay, we're probably fine there. So once this is upgraded, I set that to a high priority. We'll probably put more people in there. Bloomery. We'll probably... Look, that's clay, isn't it? What am I looking at there? Clay. We have no iron ore. Okay. I'm going to put the additional people in here. It makes sense. Let's get some more iron out of the ground. Just so we can really push the amount of armor we're making. What do we have stored in the trading post? Yeah, not a lot. We got some bread. But that's going to be imported. War bows is imported. But the helmets, I'm assuming it's just something that we're trading out. Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. How are we getting on with the clay furnace? 2 families in there. They're working away. Right, I guess over to the Black Forest. So just having a look, we can see these fields are fully grown, but we have no families currently in the farmhouses. So let's just load these up. We now have 3 farmhouses, so technically we could take advantage of that. Let's put... That's a slight annoyance, isn't it? When you click to add one, it flicks back to the general rather than staying on the advanced tab. Each time I do it, you have to click back. But it's not a major thing. We have 4 more families. Do we have anyone in the berry places? No. I am going to put in another forager's hut over here, and I'm also thinking of putting a granary here just for this, just to help speed up kind of getting them out there so we can maximize how many we're getting. I think that makes sense. I also think it'll work. Whether it will or not is another thing. So let's get 3 families in there. I'm guessing we have a lot of ox, so we can definitely put 2 in each one. Let's unpause, so hopefully they'll start harvesting. I've just got to remember which fields have been harvested. If I put crop rotation and leave that as fallow, I don't know. Barley, yeah, 5%. So I could do flax if I really wanted to, but I'm just going to do it like that, and we'll keep maybe these on the ones that they're currently on. So if you're fallow next year... you see, they could be barley next. So we'll do barley there next. And then we'll have a fallow field. That makes sense. It's the same here. Yes. I'm so used to managing this 1 year at a time. But I think that works okay. So they're not going to... Oh, they will harvest now. It's September. I was going to say they're not going to harvest yet. But they will now. How are we looking here? Again, we could probably do another year of this if we wanted to. But I think I'm happy to let that go fallow. And we'll do the same over here. So in fact, I'll do it to all of them and then I'll come back to you. One of the other reasons that I've done this, by the way, is because if I don't, once they've finished, if I'm not paying attention, they will start ploughing the field ready for next year. And I don't want my oxen taken to fields that I don't want to be ploughing, just because it'll sort of waste time. But at least they're going, so it'll be interesting to see how much we get. So they will transport that, or it will get transported to the malt house, which only has 1 person currently. I'm going to put another person in there ready, and then from there it will go to the brewery. So does this have an extension? Is there 2 families in here? No, it's just the one. You see, I sometimes feel like certain buildings could definitely do with the extension. And do we have... Oh yeah, we do. It's over here. We say, do we have the tavern? We do. Perfect. But nothing to drink. Which is why a lot of these are complaining. Which is also stopping me from upgrading. Which is not very good. While they're doing that, I think I will pop over to Mamusio and just check on the forester. And there's something I forgot about. Bodies need to be buried. Okay, so that's still under construction. Why? What's going on there? Let's see what we can do. Let's take some families out of some of these buildings. How are we doing for planks, timber? I can't really mess around with that. We can take someone out of the forester's hut for a while. That will work nicely. Have they finished? No. What on earth are they doing over here? Well, just have to keep an eye out. Oh, it's all of these, isn't it? I completely forgot about them. And I've put a corpse bit right in their back garden. Well, that's on the highest priority, so I'll have to come back and take a look at that, because does it cause unhappiness? It doesn't say, but I'm going to assume got lack of entertainment. That's to do with ale and tax. Well, that's self-explanatory. I think if people see dead people, it upsets them, so there is that. And we do have someone in the church, so at least our own people will be buried. Okay, back over to the Black Forest. So obviously we put this farmhouse in, I think last episode maybe. We're not using it currently, and the idea was to take advantage of the fertility over here for the barley and the flax. And so I'm thinking we'll probably do that, because I think there's some up here. That's the lighter green, isn't it? That's some oh, there is some darker green there. Wait, let me try and draw a field in. That may actually clear the trees and we'll be able to see it a little bit better. In fact, I can actually see it now I'm zoomed in. So I'm going to just slightly follow this a little bit. Hopefully we can get this. Why is it on the tree? I thought it's... Oh, I've put an extra point there, haven't I? Right, that'll make it like a pizza slice. Okay, let's see if we can get about half a Morgan. That'll be nice. And does that clear the trees? It certainly does. There we go. Is that flax as well? No, so this is just barley. So I'll make some nice sort of square looking fields here. What have we got there? Can we... That'd be a very small field though, wouldn't it? 0.3, we'll take it. It's something, isn't it? And I just don't like having huge fields. I mean, I'd like to have them, but they're just not very efficient, I don't think. It takes a lot of work. How far back does that go? Maybe if we have a field, it does something like so. It's 0.5 still. It's an irregular shape, but I think it looks okay. We may leave a little gap for a road. I can't really see what's going on there. In fact, if I put a field in, I can also just remove the field. I'm assuming the trees don't come back. Oh no, there we go. That'll do nice. There's actually quite a lot of fertility there for barley. It does seem to go a little bit further, but I think that's fine. We could probably do with a farmhouse actually up here. That's something worth considering. I guess in the long run, we'll do that, and we'll just meander a road down here. I think we will, you know. I think we might actually put a house up here, or farmhouse, should I say. Do we have flax? No, it's literally just barley. I can't see a darker green in there, but it's not too bad. I've not really tried growing flax on the slightly lighter green. I'm not sure what the output would be. But over here, we've still got these fields, so we can sort of switch around the flax. I don't know how we're kind of doing. Let me come out of this menu. So flax would be under crafting materials, surely. Nope, it's under crops. It says we currently have 10. Yeah, I suppose that's probably about right. They've not done too much over here. We definitely need more though, I think, like going forward. And there's a nice big patch here, so we may... That's a road, that's not the thing we need. We may build a field here. I think it makes a bit of sense, so maybe switch that to flax. Can we go with kind of a triangle? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And that'll be a little bit bigger, but still, that'll do nicely. And we'll probably plant those ones up. Okay, that's pretty good. We do need to clear the iron deposit and the stone over here. We don't need it right now. I'm just debating here. Maybe... Do we do something with that or not? I just realised the game has been paused the entire time. I think I'm going to put a farmhouse over here as well. So we need you and you. What is that? Oh, that's Emma fertility. Yeah, we'll put you in here. And we'll also put a hitching post, just in case. Not that you can't always guarantee that we'll actually have the animal here that you want, but it's there ready. And maybe a road that goes that way as well. That is a long sort of trek. And while we're sort of thinking about things going forwards, we also need... How many? We've got 3 there. Where is the road? It's there. Ooh. It's not too far away, is it? So that works nicely. And then, what did I want? I wanted a granary. Again, I think that's not too bad. I think we can get away with that being there. We'll leave that. Yeah, we'll leave that as a market stall. Perfect. Okay. All those are in place. We've not got any more ale yet. Is there any more of these that we can upgrade? So these are all level 2. You're a level 1. Can you be upgraded? Wait. Oh, 2. Was it you? There we are. So we'll get you marked up as well. These are all level 2. Because I want all these to be level 3. I think I did something the other day. I was going to put something... Oh, that was it. I was going to put a baker's over here. So we have a tailor here. And I think I said, oh, it'd be nice to have like a baker over here and some of the other artisan buildings. And what did I do? I think I put it over here. I think we got 3 of them, right? Let's see. So we got a baker here, and I think I put 2 next door to each other. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, no comment. Pass. it's just what I did. I don't know why. Just brain thinking one thing and doing another, basically. So the flax is getting there. Okay, I'm going to leave these be to do that. And I'll come back to you when they're done. And I've just come back over to the Iron Vale because the deep mining has been completed. And there's actually a little bit of a mine shaft here. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that hole goes any deeper, but a nice little addition there. So how are we looking over here? We've got 1 family. Let's put 2 more families into there because we're probably... I've got the construction menu open. There we go. Let me see. Iron. Yeah, we still not got any iron ore. So that's going to slow down the money for this region. Was at about 2,500. As you can see, it's 991. We are bringing... Oh, so we are buying in ale and we're also bringing in bread. So that is part of the issue, I suppose. But if we go to commodities, we could import that locally. Oh, look at that. Global market undersupplied. Prices are higher than usual. Shoes oversupplied. So, okay. I've not actually seen that before. That's a new one on me. Usually it's just this little circle here. We're getting to the point where we may not need to import it, but we could get a mixture of importing it from external and internal sources now. So it may cost a little bit less, but we'll see. I did just have a quick scoot through the trades just to see if there was anything else that was showing us like over or undersupplied, and there was nothing that I could specifically see other than these 2. And shoes probably makes sense because I think, yeah, we're trading those, aren't we, when we had lots over in Mamusio, so it's most likely to do with that. How are we getting on here? Can we get the granary built first, if possible? Because I'm going to forget it's there. And we're doing, here we go, look, we have malts. We got barley in there, perfect. The weaver's workshop has made some linen, but how are we looking for flax? Where's... Oh, it comes under crops, doesn't it? 91. That doesn't seem like a lot. I do get worried when I see a lone horse just wandering like that because I always seem to lose them. So these are going to stay fallow, right? So barley, not barley, flax. So you're going to become flax. You are in the process of being ploughed. Okay. You are flax. So I'm going to get all these switched on now because we most definitely need it. How are we doing actually for flour? You're under a crafting material. So, okay. So we've gone 2 years without harvesting, I think. And we still got all that flour. So that is pretty nuts. That is pretty nuts. Flax. Yeah, this is mostly green. So we can definitely get all these fields on flax. I think we probably need a few more in the long run. So they're all flax. Perfect. Oh, that was the other thing we were going to do. I said I'd delete these fields, didn't I? And replace them because they weren't growing in properly. And then I think if we just put them back in and just see if it makes a difference next time we try and grow something here. Because, yeah, that was a little bit bizarre, wasn't it? It was like only half a field, which, considering the size of this, how big is this field? It's Well, just shy of a Morgan. You'd expect it to be doing a lot more. Can we grow? We can grow wheat on this. In fact, we might do that. Let's just see what happens, just to test it out. Okay, perfect. What else have we got here? We can do wheat on you as well. I think the ones down here we didn't use last year, so let's... Ooh. No, let's do wheat. Let's not get drawn into it. Perfect. And you, I think, was also fallow. Yep. So that's, was that 4 wheat fields? That'll do nice. These ones are fallow. You are just fallow because I've not given you out anything. And how are we looking over here? So they're showing us fallow. You have... Right, I'm going to save the game because I don't know if one of these 2 fields was causing those crashes that we had a couple of episodes back. So I'm going to save it first before I ask it to do anything here. Okay, that's done. So... Oh, barley 0. What is going on there? Ooh. Oh, actually, we must have grown something there because look, there's some barley sat there. But why is this one... Is that what the issue is? Oh, zoomed out massively there. I wonder if that's what was causing the problem. Maybe some kind of glitch. Let's have a look. There's definitely fertility there, isn't there? Weird. Right, okay. Let's see what happens now. So that said 0 a second ago. And there we have it. Maybe that was what the problem was. Because they were all showing 0 and definitely shouldn't have been. So these fields... Yeah, 42%, 49%. I could, technically, get another harvest out of them, couldn't I? But I'm going to let them return to their full fertility. I mean, where are we at with points currently? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got, is it 2 more points to play around with? I feel like sheep breeding could be one, but I keep getting told about trade points. So establish new trade routes, cost 50% less. Well, that's good. And then better deals reduces the foreign import tariff by half, which makes trading with free merchants far more profitable. See, that says import. If they're buying it from me, we're exporting, and that's mostly what we're going to be doing. So I don't feel like, unless that's not worded quite right, I don't feel like that's the right one for us. If we were bringing lots of stuff in, obviously we're bringing in ale currently, then sure. But in the long run, I don't want to be doing that. So if I was getting better deals to export or to sell, then I think that would probably make sense. But yeah, I don't think we'll do that. So with the 2 points, I may go for beekeeping and advanced beekeeping, but I'm tempted to go for sheep breeding. And then the last point, possibly orchards, because we have a lot of land here that we could use. Trapping, yeah, again, it's what makes sense, isn't it? So it probably would be them 2, but then if I'm taking sheep breeding, I could take fertilization if it is working. There is that caveat. Right, so while they're all doing that, they are bringing everything in. I'm just going to keep an eye on them. What's this? Oh, ooh, what was that? Forester's hut, finally. We don't have any spare people yet, weirdly enough. How are we getting on with the corpses? Not too bad. We pinch somebody from there. And just put one in there. So hopefully they'll clear that up in due course. And then we've got these burgers plots here currently coming in. I'm marginally worried about food over here. It's not doing that great. So what are we trading for? I think one of these is doing bread. Yeah, send charcoal and receive bread. I could get them. I mean, they've... Oh my goodness, this is becoming the richest area by the looks of it. They could trade in bread, couldn't they? Because we're not doing that currently. So if we do import, take the tick out of there, and the price is oversupplied. Well, prices are lower than usual. Well, that's lovely. I'm quite happy about that. Let's make that 100. So they can go and buy that from the Black Forest, because I'm pretty sure they have an abundance of bread. I mean, what are we looking at food-wise here anyway? Yeah, they haven't got a lot of bread. Apples, definitely. And once these orchards here do their thing, because they're still not... Is it a couple of years they take? They're within like a year or two, and the same with this one over here. So that's going to be a huge amount of apples coming in. Eggs, vegetables, meat. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit worrying, but it's not like we've got 2 months of food left and it's just a mad panic. So it could be much, much worse. And I think over here, yeah, Black Forest, that's fine. Bread, 192. And then obviously we got all of that flour. So bakery, yeah, bakery. So as long as these guys are doing what they should be doing. So they currently have... Is this their food though? Yeah, pantry. Is that theirs or is that what they're trading? Lots and lots of questions. How is the... That's granary is still under construction. Do we have no stone over here? That might be the issue. Burgage plot level 3. Tailor's shop. Do we have anything else over here from an artisan point of view? I don't think we do, you know. Can we make... Right, these ones are too small for that. I could turn one of these ones over here into a baker's. What we got? Tailor. And this one's currently got chickens. How are we looking for eggs? Pretty rubbish. So do I really want to take one of those out? Maybe not, but we could. Vegetables? Not great yet, but we're still harvesting. You know what? I'm going to bite the bullet. So we got the tailor's shop. We got this one here. I'm probably going to make that into a baker's. There we go. made an executive decision. Look at all these people. Right, we currently have no one spare. That's because of what I've just done. So I'm going to pinch a family from here. There we go. The concerning thing is they're still picking things up. So as long as things are being ploughed, I'm quite happy about that. Mamusia, Black Forest, Burgage plot, level 2. Okay, wonderful. That was 1 over here, I think. And how are we getting on with this? 8% built and 50% built on the forager. And how are we doing for... So malt, is that class as -1 ale? That's good. So we've got 18 malt. That's coming through nicely. We have 333 barley. I don't know what the exchange rate from barley to malt is. Is it a 1-to-1 or could well be? I'm not sure. And how are we doing for flax? Yeah, flax is a bit... We've only got 3 linen. I thought we'd be making lots of linen. Is it because the flax is sat in storage of the farms and it's just not been transported yet? Yeah, I think that's the issue. Do we have any in this one? No, that's mostly the barley. Okay, it could just be that. Maybe. We shall see. But yeah, my flax production does seem a little bit limp. Let's say. It's not a lot. And if I get the time, I'm definitely going to deal with these fields over here. Just the more barley we've got, it doesn't go off. The food doesn't rot in this game. So if we can plant it, grow it and harvest it, then the more we have, the merrier, right? Ooh, my goodness. The Iron Vale's money is definitely dropping. I'm just thinking from a trade point of view. How much ale do they have over here? 83. I think we'll do that as a import from our own people only, just because of the cost of it. And until... where are we getting bread from? Hopefully that's an internal trade. Yes. Okay, that's fine. I'm not too worried about that per se, and we've got plenty of food over here. That's not a problem. So really now it's just a case of getting the iron into the bloomery and then into the armourer shop, and then the money will start rolling in. And we do have a lot of food. Right, so we got 18 iron and 0 iron slabs. And I put another family in there. I think it makes sense. We could do with a couple more people. Do we have any spaces on any of these houses for extensions? No. So we may need to consider a bit of an expansion of people over here. As I said before, I don't want to go too mad with it. I could come around the back of here. Just kind of keep these trees. I like the church being nestled in amongst these trees. I think it's a nice sort of backdrop. So we could put a road round the back here and just sort of come round there. And hopefully, if we can do that right, and then we could run a road, I guess, across the back here. And as the people can walk through the house, the burgage plots, I was going to say the houses, but through the gardens, I guess. Yeah, why not? And then we'll connect you there. Perfect. Yeah, I think that wouldn't be a bad spot actually. So let's do that now, because again, memory like a sieve. I'll probably forget. That autosave does worry me every time. I think, yeah, we'll keep it like that. That will do nicely. That'll give the one solo family something to do. The Museo Burgage plot, wonderful. Right, let's go and have a look at the Black Forest field. See how we're getting on with the ploughing and planting. Black Forest family request. Oh, that would be the new granary, no doubt. Here we are. So I'm going to switch to advanced tab here and limit their work area to just encompass the berries. I think that makes a lot of sense. We don't need to upgrade that straight away, but potentially we will need to. And we don't need to put anyone in there yet either, because it would just be pointless. They're not growing. No, they're seasonal, so we're not at that point. How are we getting on here? Interesting. I feel like the same issue persists with that field. Let me just see which way that ox is going. Yeah. What would happen if I split this field into two? Because it's a little bit odd, isn't it? Okay. Let's try it, because it just, I don't know, something's not quite right there. I have no clue what it is. And maybe it is growing on the entire field. It just doesn't physically display. What's that, 0.5? Let's see if the same thing happens now. And what was we doing on here? We were doing wheat. Let's see if it makes any difference. I don't know if this ox will continue in this area or whether it will go elsewhere. There we go. Okay. We'll come back to that. I'm just going to speed it up while they're doing this. So what are we doing here? We're growing. There's no way of knowing what state they're in. Are they... Okay, so that's ploughed and planted. Right, this one is currently... Yeah, so there's not an icon here to say that it needs ploughing or it needs planting. It just lets you know that the crop is in there. I guess when it's 0 of 0, you know it's not been planted, because 51.9, I can see what the expected crop is going to be for those. 18 seems a little bit low, considering that's 90%. Maybe that number will change over time. And how's this field looking now? See, he's doing that corner now, isn't he? Maybe. And I feel like that corner there will get completely missed as well. That is really bizarre. Maybe something, I don't know. Maybe it's a terrain issue. I don't know what the cause of it is, but it's interesting it's now working. Oh, forgot about that. We built one all the way over here. Do we have time? Let's put a upgrade into that. We're in October. Do we have time? Plant some of these fields up, I wonder. How are we getting on? So that one's growing. That one is also growing. They're all fallow. You're still mourning. There's nobody in that building though. That's really weird. That's been like that for a long time. They're fallow. Where are we at? Growing, and that's still being ploughed, and so is that one. Actually, you know what? We may be okay with this. Let's try and be a little bit smart with what we're doing. So these are barley, aren't they? Let's tell it to do 3 and see where they get up to. We have a hitching post here. I'm going to do it that way. I know we can do it through the trader, but that requires me to go all the way over there. What are you upset about? Is it ale by any chance? Fuel? Really? That's interesting. We have 14 months worth of fuel. Maybe it's to do with the number of market stalls. We do need to put another market stall in. Yeah. I think we could potentially... What about here? That might be too small. Let me have a quick look and see. Marketplace. It's not too bad, is it? What happens if we do this a different way? Does it make a difference? That's 1. That's 3. Was it 4 a second ago? I think it depends which way you draw the lines in. So that's 6. Yeah, it does. It depends where you start with your lines, doesn't it, as to how many you can have. I kind of like that because they're central. I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll do that. But I'll do it. Let's see if we can get them on the bottom part. Yeah, like so. Yep. Let's do that. I don't know if there is space for it. What are we doing here? Food stall under construction. That's fine. But we need, was it firewood? Which means the large storehouse could do with another family. If I do that, hopefully they will set up. Famous last words. Nope. I was expecting him to set up a stall instantly. Oh, here we go. Firewood. There we are. That might cheer. Well, they're already cheered up anyway. Of course they are. The market stall's not even there and they're happy. How are we getting on here? Right, that's been... Yeah, look, I think... Still in October. We've got November to do this as well. That is fantastic. I say these ones are done. Why is that one fallow? That one should have been planted. Hopefully they can still plant at this point. If not, we're in a bit of a pickle. Okay, they're done. That one's only got 3. So yeah, because that one's not been completely done. And neither is that one. But interestingly, they've been completely ploughed now. So weird. Such a strange issue. Does this mean... Oh no, look, somebody is planting. So we still actually have time. I thought so. Maybe I'd be risking it if I told them over in November now. That'll probably be the end of that. I can't imagine. Oh no, they are. Okay, they've just finished that field. Weird. I thought they would stop. Huh. Yep, look, they're still going. Well, that's pretty cool. I thought that'd be game over. So as soon as you get this, oh, it's December. Okay. So we have a tiny amount of time. How are we done over here? So these are all ploughed. They've just not had the seeds, but here they come. We may be lucky here, you know. Potentially, we could have done them all. I think if I'd have played my cards right. Let's just see. Should hopefully have a lot of barley by the end of this. How are we looking for barley? 283, 50 flax. So the flax does make me scratch my head a little bit. I'm not too sure what's going on there. How are we done here? So you're completely done. You're done. Are you 100%? 98%. 100. We're at 100 now. Yeah, perfect. So that should be all. Well, that means I can free up all those farmers now. And they can go do something else. I mean, it's not much for them to do as it stands. I think we were going to put some houses over here. I could free them up for that, I guess. There is that. But let's just have a quick look at our finances. And so we're at 1,300 over here. We have 13 months of food and 13 months of fuel. And in Mamusio, 5,300. Almost 5,400 in wealth there. About the same for food and fuel, and not too bad at all. They've got rid of all the corpses so we can take someone out of here, and I think I'll put them back in the trading post. That's that. And the Iron Veil. Okay, the Iron Veil is still on the low end, so the less than 1,000 at 860 wealth, but my goodness, they're absolutely swimming in food and fuel. I guess a lot of this comes down to the armor, and we are now trading roof tiles as well, so that is good. I think that money will pick up over a little bit of time. What have we got in here? We got all sorts of stuff. That's doing okay. And do we need an extra family in here? Let's have a look. Iron ore, yes. So the extra family in there definitely makes sense. I don't think we're in a bad place there. And I think that is also a good spot to leave this one. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.